My name is Josh Myers, and this is my story. Up till 10 years old, I lived what I would call pretty much a normal life. Grew up in church, but at the age of 10, I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, and at that time, it completely changed, or it would change my world as I knew it from that day on. I had no idea what it was. After going through multiple neurologists, I found out that it was a neurological disorder. And it started out with just some sniffing and coughing. At the time, my parents were actually overseas out of the country on a business trip. And I was with my grandparents, and they certainly had no idea what was going on. But it continued just to develop. It turned into more complex tics where I would begin just to jerk, I'd shout, and eventually over time, it became what many neurologists said one of the worst cases they'd ever seen. And it was challenging. I look back at the moments and seasons, and there's times when honestly I didn't even want to live. There's times when a lot of times when I just asked the Lord, just take me home. It was definitely life changing. Well, I've heard Tourette's described that probably the most easy for other people to understand it is when your own body disowns you. It really took me to a lot of challenging places. Just day-to-day living was a struggle. Having gone through something so challenging, I think I have a different perspective on life than probably what a lot of people do. Either it triumphs over us or we triumph over it. It's not us, but it's the Christ, within us. He gives us that strength to overcome it. And I chose not to allow Tourette's to define me. There was a time in my life when people, not just like one or two, but quite a few people even wondered if I would be able to be a functioning citizen of society. It went to that level. And thank God that I am. And obviously I'm here talking now. And so I'm without a doubt a walking miracle. Product of prayer. A grandmother that just continues to pray for me, a grandfather and mother and father and countless other people. I believe one day I want to get to heaven. I want to see the faces of millions of people, quite honestly, millions of people that have prayed for me that I never even knew. That I'm a direct influence or a direct byproduct, let me say it that way, of their prayer. God's still in the miracle business. That's the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here sharing this is not really to talk about my past, but to really encourage other people in their future. And that, no matter where you've been or what you've gone through, or really where you're at right now, that God's got something better for you, and He can see you through it. And if you can continue just to push through that, He will see you through it. He's a faithful God. He's never once left me. And it's in those challenging moments and those trials in life and the valleys that you really get to, really learn a lot more about who He is. And probably maybe more important than that, who I am in Him. And He's so faithful. I just love Him so much. Yeah, He's a faithful God.